it from other places, Ty.
I think that's certainly a part of it. There are just so many options, and I think fatigue is definitely a part of it. I mean, we talked about it, like, that is such a long season. It is. And even though those games, like each one that we went week after week and was like, wow, this is an incredible matchup, like, it does wear on you a little bit, especially when it's sandwiched in between, or around playoff football. But also, like, ESPN's cable. It's not basic. Now, granted, the NFL is, regardless of what it's on, it's going to draw numbers like that because it's king. But if the national championship was on CBS or NBC or something like that, I'm sure the numbers would have been absolutely astronomical. But it's on cable. Not everyone has cable. You have to go find it if you're not already watching it. But I mean, I don't think they have anything to be worried about. I think they look at it as a whole, and it's like, hey, this still crushed.
22.1 million average viewers is a huge number.
That's a lot of
largest non-NFL event for ESPN of the year. There's been some breaking news from the College Football Playoff. The 2027 National Championship will be in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations to Las Vegas getting the College Football National Championship. Next year, it's in Miami down at the Orange Bowl. The following year, it'll be in Las Vegas. I'm excited to see how it all works out and continues. Will they change the schedule and the calendar so it doesn't draw out as long? 12-team playoff, more schools get a shot to shine, starting at 12, counting down to 1. That's how they crown a CFP
national champion.
But it did kind of linger, seemingly, much longer than anybody could have imagined. This one is on Monday, January 25th, 2027. Excited to see how they combat that going forward.
I just looked up to Ty's point because I was wondering, beginning in 2027, ABC will simulcast the College Football Playoff National Championship with ESPN.
We assume it'll be gigantic, because obviously that game's on CBS, which if you have bunny ears, you can see it. And also, I don't want to say this yet again, but these numbers.
Sure.
Black boxes. Some people have them. Some people don't. Math equation. Who's what?
There's 11 different ways to watch. We said on Monday.
So how are they tracking everything?
Also, cable, YouTube TV, Hulu.
How do they track everything?
Like
your phone.
I don't know how.
TV,
Fubo.
I have YouTube TV and Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about sick of Hulu not letting me log in. This is your home base. You can only move your home base 4 times. Well, what the fuck do I got a streaming platform for if I can't log in?
Isn't that the whole point?
Isn't that what I'm doing? I'm trying to cut the cable so I can log in. Well, you've changed 4 times. It's like, no shit. I'm on the move. YouTube TV just kind of lets me do whatever.
They do.
That's why I got this thing.
The GOAT.
Yeah, and I know
I'm here
Hulu
temporarily.
is a Disney entity or whatever, and it's like, you guys need to figure it out because Google's just smacking you around
they have.
whenever it comes to YouTube TV. If I have to see my Hulu tell me I can't log in again while it's still charging me,
Oh, yeah.
I'm about done with it. I'm about over it. I thought that's what we were trying to do this, but how does Nielsen monitor Google, Hulu, linear? How does it? I don't know.
There's no way.
Once again, this is us understanding that we benefit from these things because now that we are on, our show is licensed through ESPN, there is a ratings release and yada, yada, yada and everything. But even when those come out, it's like, how do they know? How do they have any idea who's watching what? Especially with us being actually on YouTube, TikTok Live. TikTok Live is going
Oh, yeah.
through the roof.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Mr. Nielsen.
Ed? Is he still alive?
Liam? Leslie?
Liam Nielsen. Is he the one counting them?
He might be.
Is it Liam?
Could be.
Particularly
Liam Neeson alive. Leslie Nielsen very much dead.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen is, you got to be like a little person at a urinal, always on your toes.
Bingo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Naked Gun, yeah.
That's Leslie Nielsen?
Yeah.
Yeah, always on your toes. That's what you got to do. Legit.
Yeah.
Some of those urinals are so low, though.
Tiny. And they're like half buckets.
The old school, our school ones that just went straight to the floor. Love those.
I don't mind that either, but the ones that are cut off down there at my shins, it's like that's definitely going to bounce on my pants.
It's almost meant for you to piss all over yourself.
Yeah. I feel like we could have done better with that whenever we created those. Somebody that created the urinal was like a genius, right?
Yeah.
Check it out.
Everybody was like, yeah. And
Less
then we
water.
Didn't change it forever. It's like, I don't know if that's the right answer.
I like the floor ones. I like the ones that go all the way to the floor.
I don't mind it. I don't mind ice in there either. Have you ever seen the ice ones?
Mind ice.
Yeah.
Great.
Ice is great. Great.
Troughs.
I'm not a big trough guy. I'm not a big trough guy.
You don't have to worry about the blowback.
Yeah, but in the modern world that I'm currently in,
Well,
troth is my biggest nightmare.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the amount of selfie videos that I walk
But
in.
if just in your home, if you wanted one in your home, you could have one.
Oh,
in your
the
home.
Remember that guy? A troth in the house?
Oh
Yeah.
God,
I
that'd
don't
be
know,
so cool.
boys. I don't know. I think there's some drawbacks to
Kidding me?
troth. I mean, commercial. Obviously, got to go stadium do that. Remember the guy in Cleveland did the whole.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he slid in it.
Yeah.
I just got disgusted.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Notre Dame, Ohio State, 22.1 million average viewers, says Nielsen. Who knows what that means? There's some stories coming out of that game. For instance, I mentioned it a few different times. Jeremiah Smith is going to get a massive offer immediately after this season's over. That's what the NIL is. That actually led to Coach Saban saying, to your point about that, we need some sort of, we shouldn't be saying that Jeremiah Smith might be gone from Ohio State immediately after this national championship, because the way the world is, it's like, well, there is a chance. And allegedly, Jeremiah Smith has been offered $4.5 million. Carnell Tate, the other wide receiver alongside Ibuka and J.J. Smith, $1 million plus offer in the transfer portal. We don't know what's real and what isn't real in these reportings. Remember, North Carolina allegedly offered Quinn Ewers $8 million or something. Michael Lombardi said, that didn't come from me. I don't know who that. We like Quinn Ewers, but we're not spending $8 million on a quarterback, especially if he's never done anything here. There is every team in college ball that would try to get Jeremiah Smith on their team. So I assume Ohio State's going to have to deal with that. And will they just have to up their roster, up their salary cap? And is Jeremiah Smith the guy that says, I don't even want to hear it? I'm cool with what I'm doing right here. I know I'm on a trajectory to get to the NFL.
Luckily, Ohio State feels like that's not a place that wide receivers normally leave. With that Heartline, with Ryan Day, with Chip Kelly now, with how well Jeremiah Smith performed in that offense just as a freshman, you would hope that he would realize that and not be antagonized away. Carnell Tate, I have seen a bunch of stuff about if he will or not, but also being the number 2 to Jeremiah Smith in Ohio State offense, just like Emeka Buka was to Jeremiah Smith, and then Marvin Williams Jr. Last year. Like, that's not a bad spot either. You would hope these guys realize this, but no, like Saban said, this shouldn't. Like, this sucks. Like, that is a thing that Ohio State's like. I mean, I guess they earned it, but Ohio State should have the money to keep their guys.
Yeah, and we talked about them having the money at the beginning of the season. They're not the only ones. There's a lot of teams that have a lot of money. And all you need is one donor, one booster to be like, I want Jeremiah Smith on our team. Mm-hmm. How much money are you willing to pay? $10 million? I don't know. What does he want? What do we need to get him here? Because he's a game changer. And by the way, he is. And I hope you get all the money you deserve, Jeremiah, because of how great you are, how humble you are, your work ethic, and what you do on a football field. He changes the math. We were on the field watching it. Even against Texas, he did not play great, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did not play great.
Didn't have a bunch of production.
He had 1 catch for 3 receptions. Well, he had a safety, linebacker, and a corner over top of him. That opens up everything else for maybe Judkins, Henderson, Tate, and Ibuka, to your point in there. Mm-hmm. He's a game changer. He's a math changer. And Chip Kelly was just starting to cook with him with 1 year. Hopefully it all gets figured out. Notre Dame now, they also